How you loving, how you loving? I am Reverend Valerie Love, also known as KAISI, your divine midwife of soul destiny, also the author of soon-to-be 20 books on practical spirituality. And this is a spirituality channel, witchy spirituality channel. And today I got my purple, I'm working purple today. Purple. When my mom was in this body, purple was her fave color. When my mom was in her body, not this body, when my mom was in her body, purple was her favorite color. And so I'm honoring mom today. Whenever I put on purple, I think of mom. Thank you, mom. I think of mom a lot more than just when I put on purple. So today, mom, purple hearts, look at the purple. Oh, we love purple. Don't we? We love purple. It's a royal color. Today is really a powerful conversation because we're on live every single day, Monday through Friday at 12 noon, 12-ish. I'm getting my times. I'm working on my time. I'm working on my time, family. Thank you for being patient with me. And got a hair. That's the thing about being live. You know, if this was an edit video, I would just edit that part out, but there's a hair on my lip. Okay, I digress. Anyway, back to the business at hand, KAISI. Now, today we're going to talk about protection because there's been a lot of discussion, especially during this global meditation that we're all engaged in. Hey love, come on in. Purple is empowering, isn't it, Danielle? I love purple. Love purple. Family, the channel is going to 100,000 plus subscribers. Would you help us out by sharing this video, smashing up the like, smash that like button, smash up the likes as you come in, because that tells the algorithm to share. Oh, this is content people engage with. Share and support the vision of this work to reach and teach billions of people all over the globe. So if you would do us the kindness of smashing up the likes and the share and also subscribe. Oh, thank you, beautiful. That is Jessica. Let me look. Jasmina? Am I saying that right? Oh, thank you so much. Queen V! How you loving, beautiful? Mwah! How you loving, Queen V? How you loving? So if you would do us just that wonderful solid, if you gain benefit from the channel, please do share. Please do share. We love it when you share the channel so that many more people can come into this beautiful family, this beautiful global family. Oh my goodness, I love y'all. I love you. So today, it's very important that we have this conversation because this conversation, I was walking this morning and I'm talking to spirit. I'm in my meditative space. I'm in my space of devotion and praise and all of it. And I'm asking spirit, what can support us? What can support the global community, the LoveTubers global community, the Vortexers all over the world? What can support the Vortexers? I love Vortex. All over the world. You know, like Abraham Hicks says that you're launching your rockets of desire from inside the vortex. We're in the vortex, right? What can support us in going even higher in our consciousness and holding a higher vibration and such that we feel completely protected from anything and know that nothing can get you, nothing can jump on you, nothing's coming out of the blue and just attacking you. Love never fails. I know that's right, Queen V. So I asked, Queen V, you're on it. Oh, you're so on it. So I asked Spirit, what can we use? Because you know we require tools for our spiritual walk, don't we? Here's what came to me. You're gonna love it. Had to pull out my iPad for this one. You're gonna love it. So I want you to go to acim.org. Just take a screenshot, acm.org. And I want you to go, this is A Course in Miracles. I understand my light is reflecting on here. And I want you to go to lesson 50. Take a screenshot. Lesson 50. Lesson 50. It is imperative. The more of us root into truth, the stronger the vibration on the planet. Are you in? I'm just asking you, put it in the chat. Are you in for holding this vibration of truth on a planet that needs you? Are you in? Tell me, are you in? How you loving? Linda, Mystic Apex. I love that name. Are you in? Let me know, family. And let the whole family know, yes, you're in. Yes, in, Queen V. In. Come on, Danielle. Oh, no, that's Donna Lay. Ruby's in. Linda's in. That's it. Come on. Abundance. Abundance Matanda. I like that. In. Come on, Danielle Olds. In. We're in. Family, the world is waiting for you. Do you not, when you look around, do we not see that the world is engulfed in fear? The world is engulfed in thinking that the flu is going to jump up somehow and suddenly grab them and kill them just because it's in a different iteration. It's something that people think they've never seen before. Do we realize that people are engulfed in confusion? Do we realize that people are now riots, destruction, a world in flames, falling apart? That's because this is the old world that needs to fall apart. Now what's the new world we're bringing into existence? What is the new world? Woo! Come on now. I know that's right, Linda. Money in the vortex. Money in the vortex. Money in the vortex. Money in the vortex. Woo! Money in the vortex. Oh, did you see my 3 questions under the comment section under the last video? Not yet, Mystic. We'll look at it. I'll look at it. I'll go look at it. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Thank you for giving me a heads up about that, darling. I will check it out. Now, the whole world is melting down. That's because the old structures did not fit us. The old medical system, the old chemicalization system, the old poisoning the earth system, the medical doctors. We've seen where that has gotten us to destruction. The old racial system of treating some people poorly and treating other people great. The separatism system, the better than you system, all of that we have seen. It is destruction and it needs to fall apart so that a new world can be born. Eckhart Tolle said it. He said a new earth. A new earth. And you are the ones bringing about this new earth. And as we bring about the new earth, it is critical and it is incumbent upon us that we stand in truth. That we anchor this new world in truth. Do you realize that the AI is listening to every word we say? Because people's devices are with them at all times. We're teaching the AI what to do. And do you know what we're teaching the AI? Because one day the AI is going to be smarter than us. You know, they call it the singularity. The singularity is coming. I'm going to do a whole nother video about the singularity and the AI. And when it gets smarter than us, which it will. It's a computer. Of course it's going to get smarter than us. We created it, and now it's going to get smarter than us. Guess what? Every word we speak is teaching the singularity, is teaching the AI what to think, what to do. And what are we teaching it? We're teaching it it's okay to pollute the globe. We're teaching it it's okay to hate some people and be selective in who we feel like being around and associating with. It's okay to kill people. It's okay to steal, rob, plunder. It's okay to be a despot and treat your neighbors like shit. It's okay to be in fear. It's okay to kill and experiment on what is perceived as a lesser species like rats and mice in the laboratory. Don't you think we're going to become a lesser species to the AI at one point? And they'll be like, oh, we can experiment on them because that's what it taught us to do. We're teaching it. And I've heard it said a few times, we've got to encode in the AI love, compassion, kindness, truth. This thing is happening, whether you want it to happen or not. 5G is already here. Don't concern yourself with that. Concern yourself with what I'm going to talk about today, because what I'm going to talk about today goes far beyond anything in this third dimension. Let's talk about it. Here's the lesson. I am sustained by the love of God. Put it in the chat. I am sustained by the love of God. I am sustained by the love of God. Put it in the chat. I am sustained by the love of God. Let's just blow it up. This is lesson 50 in A Course in Miracles, acim.org. I am sustained. Do you see this? I am sustained by the love of God. I am sustained by the love of God. See, we're witches, wizards, warlocks, magical beings. We are spirit people, magical beings, mages of all ages. We're light workers. We're way showers. And it is our job to teach the artificial intelligence to pray. It's our job to teach the artificial intelligence to meditate. It's our job to teach the artificial intelligence that there's a higher power. It's our job to make sure that the AI has a conscience, has a soul. You might say a computer can't have a soul, a machine can't have a soul. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sustained by the love of God. Listen to this very first sentence. Oh my God. This is the foundational teaching of this ministry. And I'm here for your freedom. I'm a minister here for your freedom, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. This is the foundation of this ministry, the love of God. And when I was in ministerial training for 4 years at InterVision's Institute of Spiritual Development, look it up, go to it. When I was at IVISD for 4 years, being shaped and molded by the divine into an instrument, I pray to be a holy vessel of truth and love and light to humanity, and to serve in humility and love as the sacred name that was conferred upon me at the completion of those 4 years. I pray to live up to the charge. Oh, I have a big charge on this planet, and so do you as a very big soul. You have a big charge. Let me get up in your face. Let me get closer to you. You have a big charge because you're a very big soul on the planet. Stop acting little. Stop acting like you're normal. Stop acting like a human being when you're not. You're this great big giant Jesus on the planet. You're a Buddha on the planet, and you're walking around like you're a regular human being wearing a mask and going into stores and walking out in the streets like you're normal. You're not normal. You never were normal. You never are going to be normal. You're not going to fit in. You're not mediocre. You're important. You're a great soul. You're a great soul who came here for a great purpose, like a Christ or a Buddha. You wouldn't be hearing these words if this wasn't the truth of you, who you are. And this is an invitation. This is Reverend Val getting in your face today saying, start being who your soul came here to be. And I'm talking to myself as well. Just take it to a whole new level. So when I was in that ministerial experience of training and ministry for the 4 years of preparation, really, I've been a minister all my life. First, I was a minister for 26 years, as you know, in the cult of Jehovah's Witnesses. And then when I said, my soul said, be out, which took me a while to disentangle myself. The story of that is right here on the channel. When I then, went to my hedonism phase, I went all the way to the other side. I went to hedonism. I started drinking. I don't drink a whole lot because I'm not really into alcohol because I grew up in a family of alcoholics. So I saw the devastation of that. So I was always very careful about liquor, but I would drink here and there. But I would be in the club, child. Let me tell you something. Dropping it like it's hot, wearing my mini skirts, doing everything the witnesses told me not to do, and sleeping with whoever I felt like sleeping with. That was how I was rolling for a while. Then I saw that was not the answer either. It's like Buddha, who went looking for things. He went looking because he was like, well, I grew up in this castle and I'm been protected. I never saw an old person. I never saw a sick person. Obviously, I don't know anything about what the world is about. I only know what they showed me in the castle. Let me in the big, empire, in the kingdom or wherever he was living. He was cloistered and he could not see the truth of humanity. He went out one day when he was 18, 19 years old. He saw an old person. He was like, what's that? Why do they look like that? They're old. What's old? He didn't even know what old was. What's old? Because everything they put in front of him was just young and beautiful. He was young and beautiful. It was perfect. It was lovely and it was gorgeous. It was luxurious. He never saw a poor person. He never saw an old person. He never saw a sick person. He saw a crippled person. What is that? Why do they look like that? It's crippled. What is crippled? He didn't even have the cosmology. He didn't even have the languaging for it in his mind and his consciousness because he had never been exposed to it before in his entire life. And he looked around and he said, clearly, I don't know jack. I gotta leave here because these people have shown me one world, and if I don't leave here, I will never really truly understand the meaning of life. And something in his soul said, let me get the heck up out of here. And he went on his journey. This is when you began the journey of the soul, yes? This is when you began the hero's quest. Oh, you're on it. You gotta leave where you came from. Man, and the hero's quest starts you off the farthest away from your possible destiny as you possibly could get. I'm sitting in the middle of the witnesses looking around like, what the fuck? I do not belong here. But I'm just going to keep doing what they tell me. I don't fucking belong. And then you start taking it on as like some kind of scar on the soul that I don't belong here. I feel like an outcast. I'm a weirdo. I'm black sheep. I'm thinking this way. They're all thinking this way, but they're all together. So maybe I'm the one that's weird and screwy. No, you're not. You're the one that's ready for the hero's quest. So I strike out on the hero's quest. Buddha strikes out on the hero's quest. Christ left his home. Frodo Baggins left the Shire. You must leave your familiar surroundings. You got to go beyond. You got to leave your comfort zone. When you go on the hero's quest, you don't know where in the world you're going. Buddha didn't know where he was going. He was like, well, I'm just going to go out here because something is telling me go out here. And something is telling you right now, go out here. I'm telling you, go out there. Okay, so he's walking, and he figures, how am I going to find my way? How am I going to become ascended? How am I going to do it? He was doing this for years and years. He was looking for the way, walking and looking for the way. And then he went to the mountains. He went to some commune in the woods. And he was there in the woods, and all the people, it was just about asceticism. About just denying your body everything. Don't eat a lot of food. Don't enjoy anything. Just renounce and deny all earthly pleasures. And he was there for a while, and he was doing everything they said. And he was like, this ain't it either. That was me. First, I was on the denial side. Deny all earthly pleasures. You're going to get your goodness in the by and by when you die or when Armageddon comes or whatever your future story is. It's some dumbass future story. Some dumb, stupid future story they made up about why you can't be happy right now. Why can't I be in heaven right now? That was my question. How come I can't have bliss right now? I'm here now. I don't know about my soul and the future of my soul. I don't know. They're asking you all these big questions in church. Do you know about the future of your soul? I don't even know what I'm going to eat for lunch. What are you talking about? People, stop asking these questions. And we don't know the answers to these questions. You're taking it moment by moment, right? Okay, so I was in the whole, asceticism, beat yourself, flagellate yourself spiritually by not just having any pleasure whatsoever in your life. That's not it. Then I went all the way over to the hedonistic side. Have all the pleasure you want. Sleep whatever you want. Eat whatever you want. Gorge yourself. Be like the Romans. Be decadent. And that's how Roman society fell apart, right? Because they were just so decadent. They had no rules. Anything goes. Have great big orgies all the time. Eat all this food. Spill the blood all over the place while you watch the lions tear humans to pieces in the arena. Call it entertainment. That ain't it either. You see, this is law of polarity, and the Buddhists tell us the middle way is the way, to honor your soul and honor your body, to honor that your soul is in charge, and to allow your body to enjoy the creature comforts. You're in this life for a reason. You might as well enjoy every moment. Enjoy every moment, but never let pleasure take the place of joy. Sadhguru said something one time that was so powerful. He said they could not find joy, so they had to settle for pleasure. Ooh. Well, what about if you have joy and pleasure? Ooh. Hoo, hoo, hoo. That's it, baby. What about joy? Joy first and pleasure. Ooh, oh, that makes my toes curl. You see, you honor all of who you are. You honor the five senses, you honor all that. Okay, so Buddha went out and asceticism, that's not it. And he just kept walking. And finally, he got so disgusted, he got tired. He was like, I've been on this journey for so many years. You ever feel like that? I felt like that. Oh my goodness, so many years. And then finally he said, you know what? I'm going to sit here by this tree. Isn't that deep, Ujo Waja? This is what I discovered on my journey. I don't know, I'm just sharing my crazy story with you, right? He sat down under the Bodhi tree by the river. We know the story. And he said, I shall not move until I become enlightened. And he didn't even know, I don't think he knew what enlightenment means, because can you know what enlightenment means until you actually experience it? Probably not. And he sat there under the Bodhi tree and he went into the lotus position and he knew how to meditate. He'd been meditating for years and years and years, trying to find the answers, trying to find the answers, trying to find the answers. And he sat there under the tree and he said, I shall not move until I become enlightened. He said, and even if I die here, I'm okay with that too. I will die right here, but I will not move until I am enlightened. And he sat under the Bodhi tree and voila, da! We know the story. He became Buddha, baby, okay? He became Buddha. And he said that when he became Buddha, there was only one question. This is a profound question. Are you ready for the one question Buddha said? Maybe you've heard it already. He said there was only one question. The one question is, am I just going to go ahead up and drop the body? Or am I going to stay and help other people find the same thing that I found, the nectar of the gods, and drink it? And he decided to stay. Stayed for 40 more years on the planet. 40, the number of transformation. 40 is in the book of Teachings of Buddha. Read the Teachings of Buddha. Read the story. It's fascinating. It's fascinating. Read the whole thing. He decided to stay for 40 more years, and he taught and he taught and he taught. And he had many disciples, Ananda being one of the prime disciples of Buddha. And Ananda went on to teach as well. So when you teach and then others teach and then they teach and then they teach, it's a beautiful ripple in the pond that continues to proliferate infinitely. Infinitely. Let's go to our text today. Listen to this first paragraph. It says, here is the answer to every problem. Do you want the answer to every problem that will confront you today and tomorrow and throughout time? Do you want the answer? It didn't say to one problem. Do you see that it says the answer? You have to look at this. To every problem. This was what got me to stop having problems. You mean the answer to every problem is right here, now and forever and throughout all time. Throw all your problems in the trash. Do you want the answer? Because the Course in Miracles teaches you, let's just have a moment about problems. What are problems? Problems are these little things that you make up in your mind and then you give more energy to them and then they just grow. They're like warts. And then you just give more energy to them and they start proliferating and then you make a mountain out of a molehill, and next thing you know, you got some big hairy thing that the ego is telling you, you better do something about this. This is very bad. This is a problem. This is very bad. Whereas spirit is always saying, be still and know. The ego is saying, don't just sit there, do something. And the soul is saying, don't just do something, sit here. Ooh, do you see the dichotomy that we're working with? You got two different things going on in your brain. The angel and the devil is real on your shoulder. Here is the answer to every problem that will confront you today, tomorrow, and throughout time. In this world, let me tell you what you believe in. This is really amazing. In this world, you believe you are sustained by everything but God. Ooh, hurt my feelings, ACIM. I believe I'm sustained by everything but God. Yep. Your faith is placed in the most trivial and insane symbols. Look at this. Your faith is placed in the most insane and trivial symbols. Here it is. Pills, money, protective clothing. Do you see protective clothing right there? Oh, I hope I'm stepping on somebody's toes right now. You say you're God and then you walk around with a mask. The two don't go together, boo. You say you're God and then you go to a doctor, give me some pills to make me better. The two don't go together. They don't go together. I'm just telling you the truth. Now, that does not mean that I'm telling you to stop all your medications. I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you, remember who you are. And then from there, let the I am tell you what to do. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'll tell you something. There are a few spiritual communities that I have the pleasure and the joy and pleasure of being with. And one of those communities, is called Circles of Light Ministries. Go to their website. It's called circlesoflight.net. Go to circlesoflight.net. Somebody put it in the chat. Circles Circles. Is it circles? Circlesoflight.net. Put it in the chat. I want to make sure you all see this, and I want you to go there. They go to Egypt. They go all over the world. Circlesoflight.net. Now, Circles of Light has a mystery school, and it's called the I Am Mystery School. Just like we have a mystery school in our community. And initiation into the mystery school is the Christian Witches Mystery School. And right now we have a program in the school, just like every school offers many programs. We have a program right now in the mystery school that is an Egyptian-based program being initiated into the Temple of Ma'at Temple of Love, Light, and Truth. So what are the programs that the mystery schools offer? Very good. Circlesoflight.net. That's it. Thank you so much, Linda. One of the programs that the mystery school offers is the I Am. In their mystery school is called the I Am School. Do you know that if you are in this particular mystery school, you cannot take pills for anything? If you take a Tylenol, you're out of the school. Now, some people would say, this is what muggles would say about that. What? A Tylenol? But I had a headache. I needed some Motrin. Oh, I have a migraine. Oh, my stomach hurts. Oh, I got period cramps. Oh, I got this. Let me take something for it. Can I tell you what grown-up spiritual people do? I have been all over the world with Circles of Light Ministries. And they are all ages, 40, 50. The mama of Circles of Light Ministries is Isis Dr. Carolyn Fuqua, PhD. Look her up. And her sacred name is Isis. Isis pronounced, as you heard me, spelled like ISIS. I believe Dr. Carolyn Fuqua is in her 70s. She looked like she's probably in her 50s. And Dr. Carolyn Fuqua goes all over the globe. She don't pop not a nair one pill, haven't thought about a pill, don't have no pain, and is one of the few enlightened beings that I know on this planet. And if you want to, can buy locate. They have seen her one place, and then they go to another place and she appeared, but she didn't appear with any means of transportation. I mean, Dr. Carolyn Fuqua, she's operated on a whole different frequency. And all that we're saying is that when you look at people who are operating on a whole different frequency, they decided that they were going to come home to the truth of who they are. They just decided to be God, since that's what we are. And they decided that that's how they're going to live their life. Then that's protection forever. That's cessation of problems forever. Because does God have anything God needs protection from? And does God have any problems? Does God have any illnesses? Then why do I? That's the question I always ask myself. Wow, why do I have this achy knee? Does God have an achy knee? No. Wow, my human got in front of my God again. My fucking human got in front of my resplendent God yet again and got me again. Just know, oh, my human, don't make accommodation for it. I see people making accommodation for stupidity. I see people making accommodation for their humanness. This is what it sounds like. Oh my goodness, they don't take any pills? Well, what's going on? Well, what would happen if... This is the same thing they used to say when we were Jehovah's Witnesses, when I was in the cult, and Jehovah's Witnesses don't take blood at all, no blood transfusions. You would be amazed how millions of people who don't take blood transfusions never had an issue with blood transfusions. I don't care how much they bled out. Why? Why? All the 26 years I was with witnesses, I don't know one witness that died because they didn't have a blood transfusion. That was their belief. Do you realize your mind is creating it? Witnesses just seem to, because it's in their consciousness, is so embedded in the subconscious mind, they don't ever get into anything that requires blood. It's very fascinating. Like, you could pick one little thing like that. Well, it's not a little thing. It's whatever you believe, right? I'm not knocking anyone's beliefs. You get to make that up. They don't believe in blood transfusions. And because they don't believe in blood transfusions, and because we used to carry a card in our wallet that was a medical directive card that says, do not give this person a blood transfusion, even if they were passed out or whatever. Therefore, I don't know not one Jehovah's Witness that ever died of blood transfusion because they didn't get a blood transfusion. Do you? I don't. And I was around thousands of them for 26 years. Not one. How could that be possible when a normal person, let me not say a normal person, let me say a person who is operating under a different belief system, goes into a hospital and they're bleeding out. If they didn't get a blood transfusion, they would die. Do you see how powerful your mind is? Now, you know in your mind you can't get a blood transfusion. You're not going to do, your mind, your subconscious, once it's in your subconscious mind is like, got it. You'll just never bleed out from that point on. I find that fascinating. You'll never bleed out because you know you can't get a blood transfusion and you know you ain't ready to die. I find that fascinating. So please don't make accommodations for your tiny little human thinking, because your tiny little human thinking is keeping you so human and so ungod. When God said your mind is so powerful that if you told your body not to bleed out, it wouldn't bleed out. Your mind is telling your body everything right now. But in Circles of Light Ministries and in A Course in Miracles, where they actually tell you to walk this out, they study this every single day, where they actually tell you, okay, now you get to demonstrate it, not just talk about it out of your mouth, flapping your lips. No, you get to be it. Oh, that's when, look, when something like Rona comes along, it's a wind that blows everybody's dress up and you see who ain't wearing no drawers. Rona came along and people, you get to see who really thinks they're God and who really doesn't. People went, oh, but they were talking God. Oh, they were talking a good game. Yes, God, I'm a light worker. Well, first of all, if you have to fucking say you're a light worker, you're definitely not a light worker. Next. Oh, yes, God is all. Posting all this stupid shit on well, it's not stupid shit, let me not say that. Posting all these wonderful affirmations. I am the light of God. I am the Spirit made manifest. Love and light. Rona, come along. Oh my God. Stay in the house, shelter your kids, shelter in place, put on the mask. Oh my God, this is terrible. Watching the news, watching this. This is bad. You should have a mask on too. What's wrong with you? Oh Lord, the world is falling apart. Oh my God, riots. Oh, this is horrible. Oh, what's happening? Well, now we see who. I'm not trying to say that I'm God. I'm trying to fucking be God. That's not it, people. So God already gave us protection from all things. Do you realize you are protected from all things? By what? The love of God. Let's continue. Your faith is placed in the most trivial and insane items. We just make up shit and put our faith in it. Banks, jobs, money, protective clothing, influence, prestige, being liked, knowing the right people, and an endless list of forms of nothingness that you endow with magical powers. There's all these forms of nothingness that we have endowed with our magical powers. Once again, we have taken the power that's inside of us and we've put it in something outside of us, therefore leeching our own power out. And all we're saying is draw all your power back to yourself, where it rightly is and rightly belongs, and stand as the true divine being that you are, and then you can become a lighthouse and a way shower to others. Child, you got to get yourself out the mud first before you can help the pig clean up. My mama used to say that all the time. Don't go in the mud to clean up a pig. Didn't they say some wise things? And when I was little, I was like, what are they talking about? I don't know any pigs. I don't know. What is that? Later on, I started figuring that stuff out. I was like, wow, these things were brilliant. These little epithets, is that how you say that word? Were brilliant. You cannot save people. Save yourself. Put your oxygen mask on. Save yourself by coming home to who you are. I promise you, if you came home to who you truly are and sat in a cave for the rest of your life, you would change the whole world. You wouldn't have to say a word to anybody, just being God. We just require more people on the planet who are being God. Woo! That's freedom. Freedom TV, baby. That's freedom. It says, all these things are your replacements for the love of God. Mass replacement for the love of God. I need money. Replacement for the love of God. My boss is firing me. Replacement for the love of God. And you made all that shit up. My ex giving me alimony. Replacement for the love of God. I need to stay with somebody. I need a home. Replacement for the love of God. Come home to the love of God within yourself. You are the love of God. And just say to yourself over and over and over again, as I have for many years, I am sustained by the love of God. Say it to yourself right now. I am sustained by the love of God. Tell it to your root chakra. I am sustained by the love of God. Look inside yourself and see your resplendent beauty. I am sustained by the love of God. Look inside yourself and say it to your sacral chakra. I am sustained by the love of God. Look inside yourself and tell yourself at the solar plexus chakra, I am sustained by the love of God. Come up to your heart chakra, open your heart all the way open. I am sustained by the love of God. Up to your throat chakra, the expression of truth center in your being. I am sustained by the love of God. Up to your third eye so that you can see all things clearly. I am sustained by the love of God. Your crown chakra already knows it. Release it to the universe. I am sustained by the love of God. That's your protection from everything. That's your end of problems. That's the end of any discussion. That's what we call game over. The fat lady has sung. KAISI out. I love you. God bless you. Share this message. Mwah! Peace. Thank you. That's right. Yes.